Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So we're continuing on with the Pat McGrath. This time we're doing the Mothership Subliminal Dark Star. So the Subliminal was the Mothership first palette, which I did the 6 pan to that yesterday, and the artwork matched it. This time it's called the Dark Star, and it looks like this. The packaging does. This more reminds me of like decadence because of the jewels and almost like a crown type thing, and that's the way decadence was. But this isn't what it is because it says subliminal on it. So inside, again, I don't know the purpose of these. This was before I really got into makeup, but I was able to get them still available, you know what I mean? So this is what it looks like, this particular palette. So it's a very dark palette, so I do understand why it is called Dark Star, for sure. It kind of reminds me of the night sky, and then like the moon and the stars. Like that reminds me of stars, and that would remind me of the moon. If I'm, and how the sky gets darker and darker. So I actually do see that kind of in this, in a sense, you know what I mean? But again, I'm not for sure on, the particular reason that these came out. I'm trying to figure out this card. Okay, here we go. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go into is Deep Space. And I am using the Morphe brushes because I just want to see, the difference. Because usually I do use my rougher brushes as I did in the previous, and I don't have any issues, but I don't have any issues when using my rougher brushes anyway. Hold on, drop something. Got it. So I do understand that. So the first brush we're going to use is the M456, and we're going to go into Deep Space. Again, I don't know if you can still purchase these or find these somewhere. I do know they're not available on her website though, and I don't know if she'll bring them back or not either. Okay, so we're going to start with this color, and it's kind of the lightest color, but yet it is dark. You're very much going to get a dark, smoky look in the sense of that. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is with that one, as you can see how dark that is. And honestly, I haven't had any problems using my Morphe brushes, because I do want to, help you out as best I can as far as like brush situations. And if you're just getting into makeup, you probably don't want to go for the high dollar until you know how to use them. But you probably don't want to go for Pat McGrath either in that sense, but I did. But I honestly did it because I thought that, well, because like in theory, if it's more expensive, it has to be better, right? At least that's what I always thought. That's not necessarily the case. However, these are easy to work with, as long as you do have, the right tools, and you kind of know what you're getting into. Because some of the shades can be messy. It is what it is. But if you already know that, then you can prepare for it, or just not use that shadow, or, combat it a different way. And I'm not a makeup artist, so I really can't help you as far as like figuring out how to combat certain situations when it comes to this palette. I'm sort of taking it up a little higher than usual, but but I'm keeping it darker towards, I don't want necessarily it dark up at the top. I'm just sort of like blending it out once there's really nothing on the brush. Because like I said, this is the lightest color. And blending is not always the easiest thing to do. I mean, you can, you know, be quick about it, but if you really are wanting to put time into it, blending's not the easiest. It's definitely a skill. But certain brushes and shadows can make it easier for sure. Okay. I think I just need to build it up right through here. I think I got it as dark as I wanted everywhere else. And I noticed on my other eye, I do have like, I don't want to say patchiness, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but like right here, right there, like the color isn't going there. I don't understand why. I mean, it might just be a me thing. Like my eye just doesn't want a whole color right now, right there, which is a possibility. I feel like I'm getting older and older. And every time I sit down, I'm like, my eyes have changed. My skin has changed. Every day it's something new. And I wish I could say it was exciting and fun and new, but it's not. It's new in the sense of why. Because every day. But I have done certain things, and I'm thinking about doing this. Let me continue on. I'm going to grab the M507, and we're going to go into the shade Metropolis. Yeah, Metropolis. Why am I saying that wrong? I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? No, that's right, Metropolis. I don't know. It's like a shimmer shade, or not a shimmer shade, a metallic satin shade type thing. Because technically there's only two mattes in this palette. Dark Matter, which is black, and then, well, it's kind of like a black, and then Deep Space. But I will say that I was thinking, it called me silly. I'm sure I am. But you know those red lights and stuff, like the red light, blue light, green light things, the masks? I got suckered. Y'all, I got suckered. So I bought the, which one did I buy? The Dr. Gross one from Sephora. And with it came with like a serum and stuff. And I thought about trying it out, because it does have good reviews. But my thing is I think it does work. But is it worth that price point? And then, how long does it last to make it worth that price point? You know what I mean? Like, how big of a drastic difference does it make? I'm curious on this. And I'm thinking about, like, starting it and sort of taking a picture, like, before, and then just continue doing it, like, 6 months, a year, or 2 years type of thing. And then until, like, it breaks or something, or the bulbs go out, whatever. Doing it like that and see if it's worth $450, I think is what I paid. Something like that. It's quite expensive. Quite expensive, to be honest. So I'm just building the shade up. Again, this whole palette is definitely dark star, for sure. Alright, I think I may have taken it in a little bit too far. Actually, I know I did. I didn't take it that far in. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Don't you like how I fix my mistakes? Alright, just brush it back. Doesn't take it all away, but it takes enough away. Alright. Alright. Then I'm going to put the shade Interstellar on my lid. Now I do like this shade. It is pretty. It's like it's a blue, but it's like a sky blue, or not a sky blue. What would I don't know. This whole palette does remind me of like the night sky though. Like how it starts to change and what it becomes in a sense. And then I tied the blue liner in with my waterline, and I think it really helped, you know, seal this look with this particular shadow here being applied. Like the blue liner brought it together, I think. I was kind of scared to use this palette because I really didn't know what to do, because this is like, I don't go this dark with a look. Like, I like cool tones like grays and stuff, but I like to have something like gray being the darkest. Like the lightest shade in here would be the darkest shade that I would want on my everyday, you know, look technically. But it turned out okay, I think. But again, there's shades in here that I definitely like this blue. I like this satin purple even that I used. Or metallic purple, I mean. And the shades are easy to use. Okay. I think I'm doing okay so far. So far, so good. No big problems yet. Sort of just mixing that purple, that second shade that I used, in with this. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. Sort of combined them. Looking a little bit better, looking like each other, right? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Like, I do like this shade, though. I keep saying the same thing, I know. Because I really just, honestly, I don't know what to say about this palette. Alright. Then I'm going to go into the shade Entice. And I'm not wetting any of these shades either, so keep that in mind. And it technically is a little bit dark for my inner corner, like for my skin tone, but it goes nice with this look, this particular shade. And I'm just going to run it up like I did that one. I'll go back in and fix, because I put a little bit too much on the brush. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. We'll just fix it. I swear sometimes it feels like I'm painting, but with like powder instead of like liquid. Lord, if I had to use liquid to do stuff, I'd be in trouble. I'd have it all smeared everywhere. That's why I tend to stay away from like liquid blushes and bronzers, because I already know. I know myself. I'm going to have a mess. Alright, now for bottom lash line, we're going to go back into Deep Space. And I'm using, for this one, I'm using a 574. For the Interstellar shade, the blue that I put on, I used the M124. And then I'm going to run this shade on the lower lash line. And I'm going in very lightly, like I'm barely touching the shade, like getting the color on this brush, because I don't want it to be too dark, too overpowering. It looks like I may have gotten some fallout with that purple shade that I used, the second shade. Yeah. I got some fallout. Now I didn't. Oh no. Yeah, I did on this side too. So it's something to be aware of. It can happen. I'm going to go into that purple shade now, which was Metropolis. And I'm going to run it right on the lash line. Honestly, I feel like the look came together with that blue liner. I truly believe that. Up until then, I was like, because I don't know. There's just something about the blue that I lined my waterline with that makes the lid and everything seem cohesive, I guess, in a sense. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Okay, so let's see, put that back in there. Shut that up. Alright, now we are done with the shadow part. They look about even to me. Seeing it as it's going to get it anyway, is what it is. We're going to curl my lashes with my Surat eyelash curler. Then I'm going to use my Gucci mascara today for top lashes. It's kind of missing it. I don't know why I like this mascara so much, but I do. And usually I don't, because it's pointy, so if it gets you good. But for some reason, I really like this mascara. I think because it really does separate my lashes. I mean, I look for volume too, but I think separation, when it makes it look like I've got more lashes or longer lashes, is what I like about it. Ow, got me, told you. Told you that's what it would do. And let me tell you, if this gets you, it gets you good. But like, it can get each lash. And this eye here is becoming a problem because of right here. I swear I'm missing lashes. Just trying to make sure I got both eyes the same. I now have to clean up this under here, of course, but we gotta wait for that to dry. Because I knew I was going to do that. But again, the good thing is that it's easy to get off once it dries. Usually. Watch this time be a real pain in my butt to get off. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to use my Lancome. And be careful when doing this because your eye area is very sensitive anyway. So, it doesn't feel the best, to be honest, to sit there and scrape. So you want to do it very easy as you can anyway. Be as gentle as you can. Alright, and then for bottom, the Lancome. You can hear the kids outside playing. It was raining all day today, and finally, sun broke out. Hopefully it stays out for a little bit so they can wear themselves out before going to bed, but they do got school tomorrow, so they do have to come in. See, it's right there. This part right here gets me. It's like hair has fallen out. And it makes it like look like I don't have any right there. I don't know what's going on there. This side's pretty good. It fans out nicely and all that, but I'm coming to think that this is my problem eye. It's a pain in my butt. Y'all have a problem eye? I do. That's it. But anyway, this is the final look using the Mothership Subliminal Dark Star palette. Honestly, I like the other one better. The first one I used that actually matched the palette with the artwork. That one, I liked it better. This one went really dark. So it does keep with its name, Dark Stars. Don't get me wrong. And I think that a lot of people could rock a dark look and wear it and feel good. Where I'm the type that I'm not gonna rock this. This eye look wears me. It's too dark. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it's still beautiful. The colors are absolutely beautiful. To me, the theme behind it is absolutely beautiful. Like, it does look like, in a sense, a star in the dark. You know? Whether that's what she was going for or not, I don't know. I don't really know the reasoning behind it, like I said. But, I mean, it is pretty. And if you are into that sort of stuff, I definitely think if you come across this, it is definitely worth picking up. The eyeliner is making waves, ColourPop. All my eyeliners are ColourPop. I don't even know why I buy any other eyeliner, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I think all in all, the look turned out good. And for a beginner, this is a very intimidating palette. So, I do think if you're a beginner, you may not want to. But, at the same time, you're going to get better. You know, over time, you get better. The more you do it, you get better. It's like with anything. Riding a bike, you know what I mean? Roller skating. Sort of. That's a whole other issue. But, anyway, that's all I got for you today. I hope you did enjoy this video. And, you know, I hope it helps show. If you happen to come across these palettes, you may purchase them, you may not. And the reasoning behind it, again, this is what this palette looks like, the Dark Star. And it is a 6-pan palette, so keep that in mind also. And I love how it closes. Again, it has a 12-month shelf life. I've had it way longer than that. So, her shadows last longer than what is projected. But I understand they got to protect themselves, so they have to. You know what? What did I do? Oh, when I put that in backwards, I was like, wait, why is that doing that? That's reading wrong. Okay, got it. Never mind. Ignore me. Yeah. Yeah, ignore me. It's best if you do. Okay. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I am on going through my Pat McGrath collection. We're going with the 6 pans now, so I've got quite a few to go. Again, this says that it was the Mothership Subliminal, so that would have been the first palette. I don't know if this would go with that palette. Yeah, I can see where this also could work with it. It could. I can see it. But anyway, that's all I got for you. So until the next video, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.